Another day and another adventure in Skyrim, and we've got some monk type people to go and see. Okay, if I'm being frank, I don't really know what we're doing or where we're going, but what I do know is it's a fair bit away from anywhere we've ever been before, so it's going to be quite an adventure to get to them. I'm actually looking forward to the trip. They do say it's the journey and not the destination, after all. I enjoy these journeys because there's always a lot to see and do in Skyrim while you're on them. I stumbled across a bandit camp on the way there and split open a couple of skulls, which is my standard how do you do. Then I continue the journey and find a stone monument with a necromancer there. He tried to kill me with a skeleton, but it turns out necromancers can't do spells when they're dead. So that was an easy solution. Onwards I went to a bridge, which I actually don't need to cross, and yet they still asked me to pay 200 gold. The bloody cheek. Worst of all, they were actually bandits fleecing the poor, so I guess we have to take them out. Up the first tower, epic fight on the bridge, then taking the second tower, securing said bridge and making sure nobody makes money off of stealing from the poor. If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be me, I'm just saying. Murdering evil bandits help us work up quite an appetite, so naturally we head downstairs and cook up some soups and stews that we then put in our pocket. Having made quite a mess of our armour, apparently, we continue down the path until finally, Troll in the wilderness. Okay, so it's hardly as epic as the troll in Philosopher's Stone, but it still managed to beat the living hell out of us. Round 2, and I decide to take a sound strategy, a proven method, and run away. I wasn't running in any specific direction, but nevertheless the direction we chose ended up being an excellent one. We ended up running into the town of Ivarstead, and as soon as we arrived there, all the town people ran over and started to beat the hell out of the troll. The bully tactics were very effective, and we finally beat the living crap out of this thing. The town is actually lovely, but we didn't come here for the town. We came here for the bridge that is connected to the town. A giant spider is waiting on the mountain path beyond to say hi. How friendly of him, but now his blood and venom has painted the mountain. Wolves are no trouble, but we do struggle with the saber cat, and by struggle I mean it turns into supper. Multiple attempts fail, but we finally manage to slay the foul beast and then steal his skin, as you normally do in life. Getting up the mountain, it becomes significantly more snowy, and then another bloody troll. Alas, we do not have a village to beat him up, but we do have Lydia? I think that's her name? We do have maybe Lydia, and together we manage to pound the troll into submission and continue upwards all the way until we finally get to High Hrothgar, our destination. How the hell of a journey, but we made it. We chat with some monks known as Greybeards, because apparently they're Gandalf's people, and they asked me to keep repeatedly shouting at them. Okay, we'll shout at them. Nice and easy. We learn the new spells, basically just a discount force run, but I must admit it's pretty damn cool that we can just zoom over. That's cool. They tell us to continue honing our voice, which involves raiding some too? Okay, I don't really get it, but they asked us to do it, so sure. Once more, we get as close as we can to the destination and then start another epic journey by swimming in a pond and finding an old statue. This journey is actually really easy, far more than the last one, and we very quickly end up at the city of Solitude. This isn't our destination in the slightest, but it is a major city that I'm sure we'll need in the future, and now we can use the magic of quick travel to get ourselves to it. We need to head across the river, so naturally we head down to the docks and then walk off the edge of it. We could have hired a boat, but come on. Swimming will help us get in our exercise for the day. Now, I know we need to head east, but I go south. Heading south we find, well, very little except for some swamps and some ruins. But then we get to Morphal, another well, I wouldn't call this a major city, but it is marked as such on the map, so we went there and have that quick travel option. Now, that was going to be the end of the video, and it would have been until we met some really weird looking cultists. They asked us about the Greybeards and us being a Dragonborn, and then attacked us with magic. We got very little help from the town people, but they were no match for me and might be Lydia. After reading the letter, we found they came from some place called Solitude. I know I'm butchering that, so we're going to have to go there and pay them a little visit. Maybe knock a few heads together, see what falls out. Well, now we've dealt with the unexpected problems, we really shall call it quits. We've embarked on some big adventures, met some monks, vanquished some troublesome foes, explored the world, and even killed some cultists. Next time? Well, I guess next time we'll continue our journey. Certainly been an interesting one. And I'll see you then.